if we look at those kube chain again in the NAT table, and compare that with the IP table trace log, there is no any chain hit any there's no any log entry hit any chain related to the NAT table NAT translation rule. So only kube firewall. But what we need is this guy or some of this masquerade in the kube post routing. So we only hit this guy, nothing here. So so now we know what to do. We needed to do the source address translation. There is two methods, two ways to do the source address translation. I have two solutions here. One solution is to do the source address translation and the destination address translation in the Linux virtual server in the IPVS in the kernel. So there is actual a way to do it, and which is add a specific rule in the NAT table and in the post routing chain using IP table match and then do the source address translation target. Here you specify the source IP. So in this case, we can specify source IP as 10.0.0.1, as long as if the source IP is from the 10.0.0.1, we do the source address translation using this IPVS match, if the virtual address matches 10.0.0.1, virtual listener port matches 443. So this is a way to do in the to set up a specific source address translation rule. And this net filter IPVS match is developed from this URL link. And if we go to the actual patch here, here it says the following series implement a full NAT support for IPVS. So keep in mind that the Linux virtual server only support a destination address translation. It does not do a source address translation. So this developer developed let filter matcher, which is this guy, and the user space rule to do the source address translation. And so using this way, we can achieve that goal. But I wanted to focus on a solution, the second solution, which is because this is more like a workaround, and I prefer to do everything in the kube-proxy. So we needed to find out what we can do in the kube-proxy to do the source address translation, and here as I already here. Oops. Here I already point out the masquerade all and the cluster cider in the config YAML file for the kube-proxy. But how did I find this? You know, you would be curious to know how I find this solution. And yeah, we can go into more detail.